show this afternoon. Hello, Joe.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Now, how are you?
I'm very well, yeah, I'm good.
I think the last time I spoke to you was on the phone, and you'd just been on the cobbles of Coronation Street.
Oh, yes.
Do you remember?
Yes, I do. That was when I was going to do this Street of Dreams. Didn't end up happening for some reason.
There was a musical, wasn't there, about Coronation Street?
Yeah, I think there's still going to be, but it got all changed the schedule-wise, so I don't know if I'm going to be doing it anymore, but it was fun. At least I got a tour of the street.
Was that good fun, going around the street?
That.
Was it?
I was having tea and coffee with Maria on the cobbles as she was filming.
Very nice, very nice. Well, maybe that'll come off. Either way, you've got a new album which is coming out soon, haven't you?
10th of September, yes.
Tell us about it. What are the songs on it? I noticed there's a few kind of cover versions. I was looking at and listening to it. You've got When I Need You, which was the old Leo Sayer song that's on there.
Somebody's Got a Hold of My Heart.
Yes. Who had that?
Gene Pitney.
Gene Pitney and Mark Almond.
Yes.
Yeah. But there's a lot of songs which I don't recognise. Are they new songs?
They're new. They are new. There's 3 on there that I've wrote and co-written with others, which is a first. It's the first time I've done some songwriting. The first single, Here's What I Believe, is one that I wrote with Marcella Detroit from Shakespeare Sisters.
Oh, yes.
Which is quite cool. And then we've got a few kind of originals that were written for me, a few by Beth Nielsen-Chapman, who's a massive American famous songwriter, which was pretty cool to get her on. And then a few covers as well, so it's a bit of a mix, and it's quite it's a bit of a different sound to what people have heard, but not too different. I think it just shows a bit of growth, to be honest, as a performer and singer.
Because there was a time when you'd done that pop star to opera star and everyone thought you might go down that kind of opera route. And there's a nod in that direction with one of the songs, isn't there? On the album?
The last track on the album, Pensa Te, which is an Italian pop song, but it has a hint of that classical feel to it just because it's Italian. But other than that, really, that's the only bit of classical kind of twinge that you'll hear on there. It's kind of back to what I am, but I think it's a bit different to what I've done previous albums with the pop stuff. So I'm looking forward to people hearing it. I'm slightly nervous, but I'm excited.
How long have you been here in the Northeast this visit?
I have been here since Friday.
And what have you been doing?
I've been at home. I had Saturday and Sunday off. Well, not yesterday, I was doing rehearsals yesterday, but I had Saturday off. So I went out with some friends and had a good night out, which was fun.
Did you have a few drinks?
I did, yes. Sensibly, though. Sensibly, of course.
That's good, because it must be nice for you to get back here, you know.
It is. I mean, I bought a house up here last year, and I try and live here as much as possible, although it's not always possible, because I'm always travelling around working, but I try and get back as much as possible, because I class this as my base, you know, and where I live, so it is. I don't know, I like coming back here.
Of course you do. We like having you back. Joe McElderry is on our show. You see, the thing is that, how long ago was it since you won the X Factor? We're going back, what, 3 years now?
3 years this year, I think.
That's incredible. The thing is that since then you've kept going. This is what I always think about you. There's been many who've been through Simon Cowell's machine. You know, and it is a machine, who haven't kept going. You know, I'm thinking of poor old painter-decorator chap. You know, we don't hear of him anymore. What's his name? Cardle, Matt.
Oh, Matt
Cardle, yeah. You've kept going, haven't you? You kept making songs, you kept yourself in the public eye.
Well, I think the only thing I can say is that I suppose I just keep trying to reinvent myself, you know, like any artist does, you know, whether you've been on X Factor or not, the most important thing is to reinvent yourself each time and give a little more each time, you know. The pop star, opera star thing was a massive risk for me to do last year. It could have gone the total opposite way, but I took a bit of a risk with it and thought, what have I got to lose? You know, let's just go for it and have fun. And that kind of, you know, I suppose it changed people's perception because it actually showed what else I could do, and it showed a different side, which I suppose maybe has kept people interested. And then with this album, I've done a different thing. I've went away, did some songwriting. But you know, I work hard and I try and, you know, I just keep going and try and keep the momentum going. That's all you can do, you know. And I don't really take any of it for granted, which I think sometimes others do.
Yeah. You know, maybe never dissing where you came from is a good idea. You seem to be quite good at that, don't you? You know, despite the troubles, we never hear you slating it, do we?
Well, I've always been vocal in the sense of that I don't really have anything to diss it about. You know, it's not an issue for me to diss. You know, I'm happy from where I came from in the show, and I'm proud of the roots that I came from. Yes, you know, I don't want to sit and talk about it all day every day because I've done other things since then. But I just want to build from it, you know, and grow as an artist from it. I don't want to forget about it because at the end of the day, people who have supported me watch me on that show, so why would I slag it off? Just seems pretty pointless.
True. And you know I'm going to ask you later whether you watched it, because I've got to. It's actually in the law. I've got to ask you whether you watched the new series.
Well, it would be stupid for you not to ask, but I caught a little bit of it on Saturday. It's okay.
It's only the first one.
I don't think it was the best first episode I've ever seen, but you know, it could get better.
Let's play Dance with My Father. Is that alright?
Go for it.
And then obviously we'll play something from the new album later. And we'll talk some more with Joe McElderry, who's live on our show, BBC Newcastle.